And this, along with hundreds of other lemons, was grown by a guy here in Riverside who says that he is a master gardener and a master composter, and that he's got the best fertilizer in the entire world, which just happens to be worm poop. Go-kart racing really started to get popular in the 1960s. It's regarded as an entry level into big motorsports like NASCAR. Mario Andretti, Dale Earnhardt Jr., and Jeff Gordon, they all got their start in go-kart racing. Athletes will compete on the national stage on these platforms. Meanwhile, many of the fire resources from right here in Riverside County have already been sent. Now, this list outlines the run-ins with the law that the two suspects who shot one another here at Toys R Us had previous to this. Witnesses here on scene say they heard some gunshots coming from the alley behind the businesses. The teenage shooting victim then stumbled up here onto the sidewalk and collapsed on the ground. Those rainwaters came down on Sunday morning, but take a look at this. And firefighters do expect to have full containment on this fire here in Joshua Tree National Park by Tuesday morning. Police as well as Agua Caliente officials have confirmed that there have been 2 shootings here at the casino. A search and rescue chopper flies into Snow Creek from all the way up there. On board was this guy. He'd been stuck near the top of Mount San Jacinto for 4 days. When he got out, he looked okay, but he was really hungry. Minutes later, mountain rescuers brought his friend down to safety.
One thing after another, we took a wrong route that brought us up like this avalanche kind of trail, and from that point, we had to sleep there. The next day, we ran into a waterfall. We didn't know our way. We had no map, no compass.
Not the way the Riverside County Mountain Rescue Team recommends hikers take on the 10,800-foot San Jacinto Peak. These climbers were found just below the peak at the 9,500-foot elevation, and they were out of food.
Yeah, it was freezing. It was a pain. It was more than the cold. It was just a pain. I mean, we had all the proper gear.
My advice would be never trust this guy as a tour guide.
One of the climbers was reunited with his girlfriend. She's the one who just might have saved these two.
I flew back from a business trip, so I was pretty worried because it's not like him to not call.
They let people know their time frame, so when they didn't return, we were able to be called.
What these mountain rescuers say a lot of people don't realize about Mount San Jacinto is the fact that it is so difficult because it's got the highest vertical climb in the shortest amount of distance anywhere within the continental United States. The experts say the pair got into trouble
Right at the start, just underestimating conditions, trying to do it fast and not really knowing what actually existed up there in the mountain.
In Snow Creek, Ciara Coyle, KMIR 6 News. 2 nuns walked toward this Korean Catholic camp. They came to offer their support to 3 other nuns who were here at the retreat when a man with a gun shot 2 people.
It's been a very sad day, okay? Very sad.
Her anguish knowing that one person inflicted so much pain here. Tuesday night, sheriff's deputies received a call from inside the compound. It was a man saying he'd been shot.
In one lodging bungalow cabin type structure, they located an Asian female adult who suffered a fatal gunshot wound to the head.
Before police got here, the suspect, who's a 69-year-old Asian man, had apparently walked from the cottage where he shot the husband and wife to another cottage. He tried to shoot 2 more people there, but they fought him off. This man was good friends with the couple who was shot.
They are very nice people, very good people. They are very lovely family, and they are very faithful.
But now his friend's wife is gone. His friend is in the hospital.
We don't know if there were any prior disagreements or arguments between the suspect and the victim.
Now police struggle to figure out why the shooter did what he did, while the religious leaders who run this retreat struggle to find the peace they once had. Again tonight, 4 people recovering in the hospital, including the suspect in this case. But for right now, the Catholic community is really trying to rally around those most affected by this shooting. Right here in Temecula, Ciara Coyle, KMIR 6 News. Mercury the dachshund will do just about any trick for a treat. He should. He just won a first prize at the Palm Springs Kennel Club Dog Show.
We're working toward going to Westminster. His mother won Westminster in 2004.
How does it feel to be a prize-winning dog? You're not taking questions right now? Mercury's just one of about 3,500 show dogs strutting their paws in this, one of the largest dog shows in the entire nation. From the littlest breeds to the biggest, there are more than 150 kinds of dogs being shown at the dog show here this weekend, but a lot of the entrants actually couldn't make it. They got held up by the bad economy or by the bad weather in other parts of the country. Dog show organizers say the number of entries is down by several hundred this year, but Mary Lloyd from Colorado is looking on the bright side.
We've been blessed with a drop in gas prices. A good dog. He's a good dog.
Her dog Roy takes about 2 hours to wash and dry, then another 2 hours just to comb.
It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I'm a retired school teacher. I love my dogs. I love to drive. I love to travel. I like the friends I meet here. And I like the competition.
But her big dogs are a big expense.
My husband jokes that he says, you're going all that way for a 25-cent ribbon. And I said, well, yeah.
I'm Ciara Green, and this is Riverside Connected. The Riverside Fire Department has negotiated pension changes that will save the city $60 million. Breaking news right now into the KMIR 6 newsroom. An agent says actor and director Sidney Pollack has died at age 73. We will have much more on his life and legacy to the entertainment world coming up tonight for you on KMIR 6 News at 11. Right now, the cleanup continues after several towns in the Midwest took direct hits from tornadoes over this weekend. 7 people are confirmed dead, and rescuers are still sifting through debris for more survivors. NBC's Janelle Klein has the latest. Memorial Day has special meaning in Iraq, where soldiers reflect on the friends they have lost since the U.S.-led invasion 5 years ago. NBC's Richard Engel reports from Camp Victory.